Good morning. It's early. It's like 3:30 in the morning. I can't sleep. I'm gonna go walk, let the truck warm up a little bit, and I might even go to work early today. Um, you know, a lot of people ask me, they say, Rich, why do you, and not why, but what's the difference between being a tech and being a shop owner now? It's a general manager. It's so different, and the reason I say it's so different is because I'm not only responsible for the repair of the vehicle, I am responsible for everything that happens in the building. Every single person's wrongdoing, every bill that's not paid, anything that's not taken care of, I'm responsible for it. So a lot of people on here are like, man, you used to put out tech content 2 or 3 times a day, and now, you kind of got into the political stuff and everything else and what's going on in the country. Well, because that's the most important to me. Right now, in our life, it's the hardest it's ever been when it comes to like the economy, the infrastructure and stuff in general. Most of you techs that have a job may be in danger in the future if the economy keeps going the way it is and nobody's covering what's actually going on and where money's being spent. And the safety of our neighborhoods, our children, our schools. It's the reason why I've been talking about this stuff. I've been talking and throwing some tech content in there from time to time. Now, I'm not in the shop micromanaging every single thing my techs do. I don't go out there and hold their hand and say, this is how I want you to do this, and this. I let them work. Now, they do call me out there whenever they have problems they can't figure out, which is normal. I have more experience in the field than them, even though I am owner, manager. I still have to go out there and be the ending to all the problems that happen. The lifter was stuck in a bore in a 6.2 liter LS. I had to go out there and figure out what to do to fix the situation and try to save the customer the money from having to have this block machined at a machine shop and then the lifter bore sleeved. So I called up a machine shop friend of mine, and he says, hey, what I want you to do is I want you to get a little 2 or 3 finger 1/2 inch to, whatever, 2 1/4 hone. They make them at AutoZone. They're on the shelf. They're real fine. They're really good. Or like a dingleberry, like a 3/4 dingleberry, maybe a little larger. And that will clean up those burrs inside that lifter caused. So it was just barely a couple little burrs in there that would cause a lifter to stick. So we honed it out. We cleaned it up real good. Got rid of the burrs and stuff inside the bore. And it's one of those situations where the tech's not making that call. It's me. Put the lifter in there. Is there any side-to-side play? Does it feel like it's out of round or anything? No, it was absolutely perfect. He just scored it just enough to cause some marks on the side of the wall and a couple little burrs, and we cleaned all that out of there. Put the new lifter in there, and it fit nice and perfect. So no problem there. Now, situations like yesterday, my tech had no experience working on interior work. He's working on a 2014 Mercedes S550, and the seat track, the motor assembly, and everything had to be replaced. That motor assembly in that seat track is very finicky to get that plastic apart on that seat, get the seat belt and stuff off of it. It's got extra airbags and stuff that regular seats don't have, like in the back pivot area. There's a tube that goes across from one side to the other. So if you don't know how to work on interior work, or you haven't worked on that type of interior work before, you're going to be really sucky at it. So I had to go out there and literally do the job for him while he stood there and learned yesterday. Now, that's something I can't film when I'm hands-on with another tech, because I don't have a film crew following me around like some people do, or another tech to film me. That's not my type of shop. My type of shop is I grab the phone and I function and I shoot when I have the opportunity to do so. But if I have to be hands-on with another tech, I don't take that time away from another tech, because that tech, I need to be able to be there to mentor him and show him what's going on, and then me possibly learn from him as well if it's a situation where I could be wrong. Now, lately, there have been things popping up more and more where I have to be involved to make the decisions and make the calls on things, but that doesn't happen all the time. My techs are pretty smart. So not only am I writing ROs, calling customers, putting out fires, dealing with bad complaints, dealing with wrong parts, tax breaking cars and stuff like that, but I'm also dealing with training, keeping these guys involved and continuing to learn myself. There's a big difference in being a tech where I wasn't responsible for anything before other than what was in my stall versus the entire business now. So that's why you don't see the same content on the channel anymore, because it just doesn't allow it. That's why the channel's changed. A lot of people like it better now because they get to see all facets. They get to hear the news. They get to see what's going on in the shop, how to deal with angry customers that are threatening to come and shoot you and do all kinds of things to you. They get to deal with, they love the stories of me. I had to pull a pistol on a customer and walk him out to the street because he was threatening to hurt people in the business. And there was already a police report on him. I had to literally pull my pistol and walk the customer out of the shop. Didn't point it at him, but I had it in front of him, and I told him, I will shoot you if you try to do anything stupid. You're just way too big of a dude. You're way too aggressive, and I'm not taking a chance. And he walked out of the shop. And then the cops came and trespassed him from the property. So there's more than just, there's so much to running a shop. There's so much to running a shop. The thousands of dollars every month in parts, the constant bills coming in all the time, the problems, people calling off all the time, people being sick, getting the whole shop sick. I have to worry about all that. Anything that breaks or maintenance that needs to be done to the facility, that's all on me.